Hey guys, Dar back here again with our second in our series of low-level tanking guides. These guides are designed to help people who are just starting out tanking to learn how to tank with the limited, say, abilities that we have. Today we are doing the Death Knight. This is a new Death Knight I've made just for this video, just as with the warrior you see in the last video. Just I guess keep in mind here, I do have high level tanks. My warrior's an 83, my DK's an 83, and my main right now, which is an 85 prop pally. He's of course 85. And I do have a feral tank, but right now she's only like level 74. Not really getting into the whole feral tanking right now, although I will be doing, a level 15 druid, for the new people on that one. If y'all want to see, the later levels, the high level tanking on these classes and how to do them, by all means, either leave it in the comments below, either on my channel or at TGN, or you can always send me a mail inbox, there on YouTube. So easy ways to get a hold of me. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you think. Alright, so getting right into this here. This is a level 58 Death Knight. Oh, get rid of that. Alright, so what we're going to do is, before you do any pulls when you're doing your dungeons, is you always want to make sure you have your bone armor up. Alright, so if we're doing, say, an AoE pull, we're going to go in and we're going to Icy Touch, and then we're going to Plague Strike, and we're going to use Pestilence. We'll spread the disease around. Okay, and then once you've done that, you're going to alternate between your Death Strike and your Blood Boil. Death Strike, Blood Boil. The reason we're doing this is because Death Strike will generate Death Runes, and which can then be used to just spam the hell out of Blood Boil, which generates all kinds of freaking threat. And then you're always going to have this little doodad over here. It's called Death Coil, and you're going to use that to dump your runic power. If you're not getting runic power, then it's just a waste. Death Coil generates or causes damage, translates into threat. Alright, that's pretty much all you're going to do, and you're just going to keep going with that. This is what works for me. This, like I said, this isn't the know-all be-all of how to tank, but this is what seems to work for me in all my 5-mans. Alright, now if you're going up against, a single target or a boss, okay, you're going to run in and you're going to Icy Touch, and then you're going to Plague Strike, and then you're going to Heart Strike, Death Strike, Heart Strike, Death Strike, and always remember to throw in your Death Coils to dump runic power. But see, again, Death Strike's going to generate those Death Runes that you're going to be able to just spam Heart Strike with. And again, you're going to do a lot of threat and a lot of damage. Now, I don't know for 100% sure. I don't think you can at this level. But later in the levels, you'll get Blood Boil procs, which will cost you nothing, and you'll want to hit them. But that's pretty much about it for these skills we got. We just don't have a whole lot. At 60, you'll get D&D. Once you get D&D, it's a whole lot easier to do this stuff because, if right there's your target up there, at the target dummy, you drop it as you're running in, drop it, and then just, continue on with your rotation once you get in there. So D&D does make life a whole hell of a lot easier. But, like I said, 58, you just don't have it. These is the limited resources you have. As I mentioned in my last video, I always recommend you getting this add-on right here you see floating around your screen. That is called Taunt Master. When you're in a dungeon, the person who has aggro, it'll be red. If someone other than yourself has the aggro, you just right click or left click on their name, and that little tab, it'll be right in there. And it will use a taunt, or in this case, it would be a death grip, and just to get the target back onto you and keeps them off your healers. Another one would be excuse me, an add-on called Skull Me. What it does is it automatically puts a target or puts a skull over your target, hopefully getting your DPS to hit that target. There's nothing worse than having DPS hitting everything else under the fucking sun. And the only other piece of advice I have at this time on this would be, like I said, you're 58, you don't have a lot, but you do have a couple cooldowns. Like I already mentioned here, you want to keep your bone shield up at all times. And then you have Rune Tap, will give you back a little bit of health, kind of a small heal. And you have Vampiric Blood. Now Vampiric Blood, what that does is it increases any healing you receive. So if you're getting low, I usually collect it about halfway, maybe a little less, you know, to help the healer get me back up, keep me from dying. Excuse me. And another little trick you can do is you can always pop that and then pop your Rune Tap, and that'll increase the amount of health you get. Like you see now, I got 819. Without the Vampiric Blood, I only get right around 500, so it gave me an extra 300 health. Alright, well that's going to be the end of this part of this. I will be back here in just a minute with a video from a 5-man where we can see all of these strategies, we'll say, in action and make sure they're working on properly. And until then, I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Oh crap. About to get a big ass pull. I just hit the button and all of a sudden somebody decided to pull everything. So I'm just gonna try to hold aggro here as best I can. This is one of the things you gotta love about the random groups, I swear. And we survived. Alright, a little bit of lag there. Alright, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna get us a good group, see if we can't get a good example of a good pull here. As you can see, Skull Me went up there. Ready to pull him. Frost Strike, Pestilence, and Blood Strike. Blood Strike. Death Strike. And that's all we're gonna do. And we get sloppy pulls yet again. Okay, so we're just kind of going to go with this one. This is my third attempt at trying to get a pug group to show AoE tanking here. Unfortunately, it's working, but see, look at this. A friggin' mage just ran up there and aggroed that whole group. Yeah, so this is the kind of shit you gotta deal with. So I'm gonna run in here and do what I can with it. But my ultimate choice, I mean, when a mage is gonna do something like that, just run straight up to, you know, a group of mobs and aggro them. I have no pity on them at all. See, there goes the hunter. He's gonna go ahead and pull it. Oh. So when you get groups like this, the best thing to do is to right click on your portrait and just say fuck y'all. Because it's really not worth your time, and it's just a huge hassle and it's a pain in the ass. When you have DPS that are just, for lack of a better word, stupid dumbasses. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Just because I'm not appearing to get any cooperative groups today. Because just everybody seems to be high on crack. I mean, it is Memorial Day here, so. I'm going to wrap it up, and we'll see you all in game. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe. It helps me and TGN out. And when you comment, please let us know what you think of the video, and also any ideas you come up with that you might want to see in the future. Till next time.